to be the right way. Alright, you all can hear me now, correct? Alright, everybody, we're just playing Spaceflight Simulator. First thing I'm going to want to do is put a rocket in space, at least. I'm going to turn interior view on. I'm going to sit you guys close. There. That's where you're out of the way. Well, actually, I'm going to grab an engine. 3 to be exact. One sits almost directly in the middle. And then, if I go 6 wide, I can go ahead and grab a mount. Yeah, this is about the right size before we go to back to engines. We want to go basics. Actually, we're going to move it down 1 though. So, we're going to put a probe up in space. But first, we're also going to have to make it able to... I say actually we go with something more like this. We also are going to need fairings. But not quite yet. We need to go structural first. Get the bigger one. Or yeah, the smaller. Or that might work. I should be using symmetry, but so now if I go to structural, I can grab one of these smaller ones to put there. And that should be enough. And I can put fairings on. And even though I'm not going to dock with it, it's probably going to have a docking hatch. Just, you know, for looks. And if I go back to fairings, I can go ahead and grab this, which goes over that. Now, if I go to structural, I am going to grab like 2. Nope. And then I can go ahead and go back to basics. Gives me just enough room for 6 wides. Unless I go basics and use these. Have them like that. Extra. Because it's going to be a multi-stage. These ones are going to be smaller. And I can add this with this. Oh, hi. Welcome into stream. I don't know what that is, honestly, but I'm just playing Spaceflight Simulator. Alright, I'm real quickly gonna stage everything. So first, it's gonna be these rockets. Turn off symmetry. And then once these run out of fuel... Oh. Nope. Almost. It's gonna detach these. Hello. Yeah, so how's your day, though? Wait, in here it's also gonna activate these. And then once these run out... So it's going to be that, and then these. Oh. Yeah, this is a game. And then, after we make it to space, most likely, we're going to want this. But not in the same thing. Well, actually, yeah, we can do it here. And then it'll be this. And this. Alright, y'all ready for launch? Alright, let's see if this works. Hopefully nothing blows up. This saved me, kind of. Maybe I could use these to slow me down. Maybe not! So I gotta work on it better. Alright. we gotta build a new rocket. Clearly that wasn't design friendly. So we're gonna start out with just this. And a Hawk engine. I might have went too much on the engines in the beginning. Alright. So I do need to move this down a little bit. There. So now I can go to 6 wide and start putting together. We'll go ahead and make this the first stage before oh no, I didn't mean to do that. And then this is gonna run off of 6 wides. I don't have any of the packs, so that's what makes it so much harder for me. And it's gonna move into that, which is connected to a heat shield. Other connected to this. So I'm gonna grab these out just to where I have them. Structural. No, I didn't mean to pull an extra one out. But I can move this way. And move these in. And go back to other, add a docking port. And then I can add some fairings real quick. They wanted me to use one of these. I guess this works. Ain't gonna be super aerodynamic, but actually, if I start off smaller, I can go ahead and probably secure one of these over the top, huh? What if I take out the docking port? No? Alright. Could always just kick out an engine in the first stage. Go back and add another docking port. Now I got everything. There. Got our second stage. And now we need to add boosters, which are pretty simple to add. What I'm going to do for the boosters is I'm going to use these. But first, we need to add on couple of these. And they're not going to be small boosters. So first of all, it's going to be these ones, which have these cones on top, and these main engines. And I think I'm just going to add some mini ones for this side, like maybe like this big. You see this? And then these ones are going to have more of these ones. Look. Alright. And then I can go ahead and stage it. So all these fire up at the same time. Then these release. Hello! How are you doing? Then these release. And then it's going to be these releasing. Then this. Most likely a fairing next. Then I want it to be that, and then those. We're getting ready to launch. So, launch anyway. So we're at a max boost. You see, when I cut the engines, it means we're... So I'm a time warp there. I've passed the Carmen. And I can drop those boosters. Hey, look at that. That's a successful separation. I'm a time warp here. They burn up in the atmosphere while I get to move around. Reach orbit. Look at that. I didn't mean to do that, but we still have at least one of them. There we go. We got one. We got one in orbit. We can already go ahead and clear debris. No, come on, stay open. Let's see. Look at that. Perfect orbit, pretty much. But that ain't our goal. Our goal is to go here. Look, if I hit navigate 2, you can see a transfer window pop up. But first, we need to do trials. Like, this is a very successful trial, which means this model of the ship worked. And I'm gonna rename it to... Guys, what should I name this, what should I name the satellite? Hello? What should I name the satellite? You guys you guys choose the name of the satellite. I don't know what to name, I said hello, can you hear me? Hold on. Can you hear me? Yeah, you guys can hear me, right? Jojo? There we go. Look there! Yeah! Now, if I look... Hold on. Track. Let me zoom into it. This is Jojo. It lost a satellite on the way up. I mean, it lost a solar panel on the way up, but it's a work in progress. So, we're going to call this the JoJo program. So, I did not mean to do that, but JoJo program is a go. So, I'm not going to use an example rocket. Those are two. Alright, those are two. Alright. So, first of all, we need an engine. We just want to accomplish getting people to space and back first. So, actually no. We're going to do what we did last time. 1, 2, 3. Then start stacking. Yeah? What's up, my dude? Alright, so here we got our first stage. Should last us up until like around first space, so actually I'm gonna add an extra tank just in case. Speak your mind. Okay. In space, we're gonna want this. Should we go dual? Edit the game file, make ultimate rocket. Make game file, make the blueprint. I've played this before. I am doing this from pure experience. This is a challenge. This one's a challenge. World. I don't have any actual cheats or anything. So, we want like, or maybe like an extra boost into space, so we're going to go ahead and grab a 6 wide again. And then we're going to go basics and shrink it. You see? Then we need the basics. Okay. This is our rocket so far. Okay, and then we want to go ahead and grab fairings to make the trip into space a little more safer for them. Alright. What should we call this rocket when we finish it? Yeah, we do need a name for this rocket, though. We don't need it this high. We just need it around this height with this. And then we just want to add extra around this big. And we want aerodynamics like that. This is our first human trials. We do need this blueprint named, like, what should we call this rocket? What would be a cool name for this rocket? The Explorer Mark 1? Alright. I guess we could go, I can go handle that. Now, look at this rocket. I did not just do that. Continue build. I almost forgot. Also gotta stage it. Alright, then we got a plus here. Plus that. Well, actually, no. This, and then bearings. Plus, and then this would be, and then this would be this. And now if we launch, we don't have to do everything manually. Alright, we should be reaching the Kármán line. Got our second boosters out. And the time warp here. Oh, look. If I wanted to dock, I could. Reach low Earth orbit. Alright. So we got low Earth orbit. We're gonna, okay, go ahead and clear debris, because it always keeps it from lagging. See, we got a small shuttle. that we can maneuver. Now, we're going to burn retrograde. And I should probably start adding in the can't remember what they're called, to where I can do micro adjustments, you know. You see burning retrograde? There we go. Alright, we're going to clear the breeze. And we're going to time warp to right about there, to where we can re-enter. So the first human trial is actually kind of successful. We're going to be wanting to enter more this way. Alright. We want the heat shield to take the damage. I just proved we can make it to the moon. Okay, we can't deploy parachute above 25,000 meters. Parachute half deployed. We're gonna try to let that wiggle out. And I'm pretty sure it's 500 meters that parachute fully deployed. Look at that. We're gonna have splashdown. I have to move my settings over here so I can hit the recover button. And we completed challenges. Back to Space Center, build no rocket. Continue build. Okay. And I'm gonna this is my moon mission. If we make it to the moon and land it and make it back, do you know how good that'll be? First of all, we want to add these. And these. Like 4 of these. It helps all the micro adjustments. But I do need to deploy these to see. Hold on. I would need a micro stage within this. Because something else is gonna have to become the micro stage. So yeah, we can make this a micro stage. So we need this to be like this. We're gonna build 6 wides till it's about touching. This just touches immediately, right? Yeah, so I can take everything right here. I guess it doesn't want me to. But I can take everything right here. Move it up just about like a centimeter. Give it a good stage. I'm going to put this here. And this needs to be exchanged out for... I'm going to put like 2 or 3 smaller engines on here. So I need to grab everything. Alright, it should be good. And now, I need to go ahead and edit, so I need to look now. And then it goes these. Nope. It can't be this one. It's gonna be this. And I'm gonna delete this one for now. And that. So I know we're up to here. So if I plus it should look like this. Yep, and this. And then later on for getting home, it's gonna plus again and do this and this. And this. And we're gonna call this the Moonlander Mark 1. If we make it to the moon in this, it's gonna be hilarious. We're gonna make it, we wanna make it back. Alright. Here it goes. What do you mean no heat shield? Where'd my heat shield go? There we go. That would have been tragic. Here we go. Alright. First try, don't blow up, don't blow up. Let's go. reach the Kármán line. Right. We're using our RCS. That's it. RCS. Get a little higher. Alright. Now we want to go to map. And we're going to set course for the moon. How much faster do we need to go? A lot faster. Might have needed a little more fuel. Alright. To the moon. We're going to go ahead and time warp into the moon's atmosphere. Well, whatever it is. We're wasting so much fuel. Dang. We can reach our apoapsis and then go back down, I guess. I'll let myself fall for a little bit to where I can get down to where I need to be. Let myself fall a little more. Get low. Guys! Alright, let's see if I can get myself tilted up. There we go, guys, we did it, we did it. We're on the moon. Look at that. We made it. Now we gotta get it. Now we gotta go home. But first we gotta figure out where it's gonna be. And gotta carefully get our fuel. Time warp to the transfer window. We're gonna do it! Alright, that's good. Guess what, guys? We're going home. Oh no, we're not. Well, how did that survive? That's a failure. We made it onto the moon, but we didn't make it home. Well, that's all for today. Hopefully next time we can make it to the moon.